On the 25th of March 2011, Nintendo released a 3DS, a revolutionary handheld. The thing that made the 3DS special was, of course, the new 3D feature that tons of people totally used. But what actually made it special is the Nintendo eShop, the first time Nintendo dipped their toes into the world of digital marketplaces with the use of the Nintendo eShop. And then Nintendo closed it down, making the consumers and customers choose between the dwindling amount of physical copies that only keep growing in prices, or piracy. Is it ethical? No, not really. But when it gets to the point when the originator of the content being made isn't actually benefiting, in my opinion, it can become open season. Because as someone who makes and enjoys films, TV, games, books, and everything in between, the accessibility of the work is very important to me. So fans gotta do what they gotta do. And before you ask what this has to do with the 3DS, quite a lot actually. The 3DS, at least in the time of this recording, has become one of the most modded consoles, or at least one of the ones with the largest community that currently exists in the gaming world. Now, I will showcase mine, but before that I want to be clear. Number one, this is my old 3DS from when I was a small child. Any comments about the condition of it should be directed to customer service. Number two, yes, I know there aren't a lot of games on it, it's still a work in progress. Number three, if you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. And finally, number four, this is meant to show people who haven't modded a console what it's like and what they can expect to be as a beginner to modding as a whole. And it's also to show experienced modders what a beginner 3DS actually looks like. Cool? Cool. So here it is. This is my 3DS from when I was young. It's the XY Special Edition, just 3DS XL. When you open it up, you have Zorua. Now, Zorua, I don't know if you can see that very good, but Zorua and Zoroark are my favorite Pokemon. So yeah, I've got like all my stuff nicely organized. I don't know if you can see this, but I have to do it like that. The P is for Pokemon, the M is for Mario, the N is for Nintendo, and the O is for any other games from like different companies. So yeah, and then there's a H on the very bottom here, that's all my homebrew apps. Let's have a look on that first. First we have Universal Updater, that's kind of a standard on most 3DSs. Let me just move it a bit up here. Or like modded consoles. Actually, let me just try something real quick. That was wrong. There we go. So if I lift it up, it's weird. Okay. I'll probably write in the first place. Yay, there we go. It's not awful. So I've got Universal Updater. Checkpoints, which is basically like save files and also how you can add like hacks to your games. FTPD, which I haven't really used and I'm unsure about, but the bottom ones are like the main ones I use. So the homebrew launcher, basically what allows all this good stuff to happen. FBI, not the agency, kind of lets me do all my good stuff, like games and all that other sort of anything that like you put onto this, you usually have to get like download through FBI. And then Anemone, the theme manager, so that's how I managed to get like this custom Zorua like theme on my games, as well as Pokemon Ultra Moon, but that is a real copy, so I'm definitely gonna leave that in there just for safekeeping. Now looking through my games, I have Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Platinum, and Heart Gold. These are added through something called DS Forward. It should actually, I think it might be on IFBI. And basically what it is it's a way to get your kind of, no, I don't know where it is, but basically it's kind of this way for you to get your DS games onto your modded 3DS. So I've got Platinum and Heart Gold. I've only really played Alpha Sapphire, but I want to get all the Pokemon games like available to me on this DS. And then Mario, I have Kart 7, the DS version of Mario N64, Super Mario Bros. 2, regular New Super Mario Bros. Sticker Star. I've never played a Paper Mario game before, so I thought I'd have a look at this. And then Super Mario 3D Land, which I think is my favourite 3DS game of all time. Maybe one of the Pokemons, but I think it's one of my favourite, at least, platformers. And then I've got this file here called Nintendo All-Star. And here we have Fire Emblem Awakening. I basically looked up a good starter game for the Fire Emblem series, and this is what was recommended. Kirby Triple Deluxe, I haven't played yet. Super Smash Bros. Is one from my childhood. And then this is a version of Donkey Kong Country Returns, which there's quite a few of. That's like saying there's water in the ocean, the amount of, when it comes to Nintendo and Donkey Kong Country. We don't have a Yoshi's New Island, which I haven't played yet, but probably will. This is still like quite a new thing. And others, I've just got Sonic the Hedgehog and Hatsune Miku DX, which is like a rhythm game. I think it's like as you can see, Project Mirai DX, but it's like heavy Hatsune Miku branded, which was just recommended to me. And then the only other things I have on it, at the very end, just a folder here with a bunch of random stuff on, and like all of my base 3DS files. I know I like having everything in my DS organized, because I know like quite a few like homebrews you'll kind of have everything out, but I prefer to have everything sorted. I just kind of put out in a line just for this video, but I do usually have it like this, like with my cartridge, homebrew, Mario, Pokemon, Nintendo, and then others, kind of in that sort of scenario. So yeah, I haven't had this, I've had this 3DS a long time, but I haven't homebrewed it for a while, so this is kind of like, just to kind of give, like the audience, but also people who have homebrewed stuff and are like quite fluent in it, or a very much beginner homebrew machine looks like. So yeah, I homebrewed it through like just a official guide and everything, and that was easy enough. I also had a video like talk along. I forget the channel, but if I remember it, I'll link it in the description. And I found that very beneficial as well, kind of just having both the talking and also the video, as well as the kind of paper like website follow along, if that makes sense. I just found it useful having both of those sort of avenues to do it with. Yeah, that's my modded 3DS. I don't know how long this video ended up being, but if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm gonna try, I want to do more videos sort of like this. I've got a camera, as you can see up here. Not the best quality, but at least I can show you my hands. My cool mouse pad. It's like, it's upside down, but you get the point. So yeah, if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.